the white party turned into an erotic event. The police suspect that the 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants found at Diddy's house were used for this party or other questionable activities. That's pretty strange. Hey guys, it's Criminal Mind Files, and welcome back. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button below. We will discuss the case of Diddy tonight. Diddy, also known as Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, or Sean Combs, was arrested by the police on September 16, 2024, on charges of violence, prostitution, sex trafficking, illegal drug use, and various other criminal acts using his wealth and power. This case has spread everywhere, involving big names in Hollywood, from Usher and Justin Bieber, to Ne-Yo, the Kardashian family, and even the current US presidential candidate, Kamala Harris. Are these names really involved in this scandal? Let's break it down tonight, so stop smiling and get ready for this. Sean Combs, whose famous name has varied between Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy, and even just Love, is a rapper from the United States. Born in New York on November 4, 1969, he is now 54 years old. Besides being a rapper, Diddy also became a renowned music producer. In 1993, he founded a music label called Bad Boy Records. Under this label, he produced many hit songs in hip-hop, which solidified his influence on the culture. Many of Diddy's songs are well known, and you've likely heard a few of them, including I'll Be Missing You, which topped the Billboard 100 for 11 weeks. Throughout his career, Diddy has won 3 Grammy Awards and collaborated with some of the biggest names in the music industry, such as Mariah Carey, New Edition, Method Man, Babyface, TLC, Usher, and many others. Apart from music, Diddy has also ventured into various businesses, including a clothing brand and a tequila product. He's also been actively featured on TV, from MTV reality shows to other appearances. Diddy's career is legendary, and he dominated music, television, and fashion, especially in the 90s. His wealth was estimated to be in the tens to hundreds of millions of dollars, making him one of the top names in the industry. Every year, from 1998 to 2009, Diddy hosted a legendary event called the White Party at his residence in East Hampton. This party attracted the biggest names in entertainment, including Paris Hilton, Leonardo DiCaprio, Mariah Carey, Jay-Z, Pamela Anderson, Kim Kardashian and her family, Sarah Jessica Parker, Beyoncé, Usher, and Odell Beckham Jr. When asked why he threw such extravagant parties, Diddy explained that he wanted to associate prosperity with hip-hop. Given his success and popularity, it's no surprise that he attracted the attention of many women. He's known to have had romantic relationships with several high-profile women, including Miss Hilton, Kim Porter, Sarah Chapman, Jennifer Lopez, Cassie Ventura, and Dana Tran. He has 7 children from his relationships with Hilton, Porter, Chapman, and Tran. By 2022, Diddy's wealth had grown to around $1 billion, equivalent to approximately 15.5 trillion rupiah. Despite his success, things started to change in November 2023 when Cassie Ventura, filed a lawsuit against Diddy in federal court. Cassie, who dated Diddy on and off for 11 years, accused him of physical and emotional abuse from 2007 to 2018. One shocking claim was that in 2012, Diddy allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car. After discovering Cudi's interest in Cassie further alleged that Diddy forced her to carry a firearm in her bag to make her feel uncomfortable and demonstrate that he was dangerous. Diddy also reportedly coerced her into taking illegal drugs and participating in sexual acts with other men. Cassie's lawsuit became a media sensation. Her lawyer accused Diddy of various forms of abuse, while Diddy's legal team claimed that Cassie was attempting to blackmail him. According to Diddy's lawyer, Cassie had demanded $30 million in exchange for the copyright to a book detailing her experiences with him. When Diddy refused to pay, Cassie threatened to go public with her allegations. In the end, Diddy paid the $30 million, but the accusations continued, with both sides disputing the circumstances of the payment. Once the lawsuit was filed, the allegations became part of a formal court report accessible to the police. As authorities examined the case, they discovered evidence of multiple criminal activities beyond just relationship issues. This led to a deeper investigation into Diddy. During the investigation, other individuals came forward, reporting crimes dating back as far as 1991, 33 years ago. These accusations ranged from withholding artist royalties and the illegal use of weapons to threats and even violent acts. In 1995, Diddy and his bodyguard were also implicated in a stabbing at a party, but Diddy denied any involvement in that case as well. Nevertheless, the authorities continued their investigation. On March 25th, U.S. Homeland Security agents searched Diddy's Miami home, where they found illegal drugs, more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant, and a high-capacity AR-15 rifle magazine. The findings have raised further suspicions about Diddy's involvement in criminal activity. What if, for example, It turned out that all the accusations were true. After the search, Diddy's lawyer became angry, saying, "This abuse of military power was carried out based on baseless accusations." At that time, Diddy was only asked to talk and wasn't immediately arrested. In April, news emerged about one of Diddy's children, Christian, who was sued as the perpetrator of harassment against a woman. A month later, on May 17th, 2024, CNN released a very surprising video. The CCTV footage from March 5th, 2016, at a luxury hotel, shows Diddy grabbing, pushing, and throwing a glass vase at Kay. This video not only spread on social media but was also aired on TV, creating a media frenzy. Everyone was shocked that Diddy had done this to Cassie. 2 days after the video went viral, Diddy released an apology video.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. When I sought out professional help, I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry.
A month later, on September 11th, 2024, a former member of the girl group Danity Kane, who had worked under Bad Boy Records, named Richard Daw, filed a lawsuit against Diddy. She claimed that while working with him, Diddy often harassed her using violence. She wasn't given food, wasn't allowed to sleep, and wasn't paid her royalties in full. After this report and others, more evidence was collected. The culmination of these events came on Monday, September 16th, 2024, when Diddy was arrested at the Hyatt New York Park Hotel. The charges were shocking to everyone. He was accused of sex trafficking, extortion, and involvement in prostitution. 2 days after his arrest, Diddy proclaimed his innocence, and his lawyer offered $50 million, around 760 billion rupiahs, as bail to keep him under house arrest. However, federal judge Robin F. Tarnowski denied the request, ordering Diddy to remain in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center in New York until the trial, held under special detention to prevent self-harm. The charges against Diddy are not simple. The indictment spans 14 pages, also known as the Combs Seal Indictment. The indictment outlines that Diddy had an organization called Combs Enterprise, which included Bad Boy Records. This enterprise had an organized structure, including leaders, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and supervisors. The organization was involved in various criminal activities, from extortion and forced labor to interstate prostitution and drug trafficking. The charges also include coercion, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstructing law enforcement. Diddy himself is accused of harassing, threatening, and forcing women and those around him to fulfill his desires, all while protecting his reputation and concealing his behavior. The police also confiscated over 90 cell phones, laptops, cloud storage accounts, and 30 other storage devices, containing photos and videos from Diddy's infamous White Party, which he hosted every year, inviting top celebrities. It turns out, these parties weren't just normal gatherings where people ate, drank alcohol, and danced. Eventually, it was revealed that after the food, drinks, and dancing, the event would turn into an erotic party called freak-offs. The police suspect that the 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants found in Diddy's house were used for these freak-off erotic parties. They said the events could last for hours or even days, with workers and guests allegedly being forced to participate and given illegal drugs. Diddy is suspected of secretly recording these activities with hidden cameras, to use the footage for leverage or to conceal his crimes. Over the years, Diddy has been accused of numerous inhumane acts, including physical violence. He was reportedly known for hitting, dragging, kicking, and throwing objects at people, including his female employees. Diddy allegedly used his wealth to bribe people into silence, manipulating young artists just starting their careers. He would offer them false promises, but if they resisted or wanted to leave, he would threaten them. His intimidation tactics included firearms, threats of violence, and verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. Diddy is also accused of tracking people's locations, monitoring their medical records, paying people to keep an eye on his targets, and manipulating them with illegal substances. This is essentially a summary of the 14-page sealed indictment. If found guilty of all the charges, Diddy faces a minimum sentence of 15 years and a maximum of life in prison. Despite the overwhelming accusations, Diddy's lawyer maintains that Diddy is innocent, stating that he was cooperative throughout the investigation and urging people to wait for the truth to be revealed, hoping that Diddy's legendary name will be cleared in court. Diddy's next trial is scheduled for early October 2024. Since his arrest, the news has been massive, and many are digging into old cases that could be connected to Diddy. Internet users have found common threads and videos posted by Diddy's friends and those who knew him. For instance, in Eminem's song Fuel, featuring JID, released in July 2024, there's a part that caught the attention of those following Diddy's case. Many believe Eminem hints at knowing what kind of person Diddy is. The lyrics go, "I'm a rapper, I'm a rapper, but their rapper's writing isn't enough. P got so many SA. The term SA is commonly used to abbreviate sexual assault or harassment, and Eminem deliberately leaves out the P in rapper, making it sound like P. Diddy. Some believe this is Eminem's way of subtly accusing Diddy of being a raper, a play on the words rape and perpetrator. Eminem is known for his lyrical genius, and this wordplay implies that it's hard to talk about rape without mentioning P. Diddy. This aligns with the long-standing conspiracy theory that Diddy was responsible for the deaths of two iconic rappers, Tupac Shakur and Christopher Wallace, aka Biggie Smalls, or Notorious B.I.G. Eminem's lyrics also reference this theory. R.I.P. Biggie and Pac, both of y'all should be livin'. It's widely speculated that Diddy played a role in the feud between Tupac and Biggie, which ultimately led to their deaths. Tupac was shot on September 7th, 1996, and died 6 days later at the age of 25. After 27 years, it was discovered that Tupac's shooter was Dwayne Davis, aka Keef D, a member of the Southside Compton Crips gang. He claimed in court that Diddy had paid him $1 million to kill Tupac and Suge Knight, the CEO of Death Row Records. Davis alleged that Diddy would do anything to get Tupac's head. The feud between Diddy and Tupac began when Tupac joined Death Row Records, a rival to Diddy's Bad Boy Records. Tupac, with his immense influence and loyal fanbase, was one of the biggest artists in hip-hop at the time. Diddy reportedly didn't like the fact that Tupac was on a competing label, and their rivalry grew. Tupac even referenced Diddy in his songs, such as Hit 'Em Up. Despite their feud, Tupac had been friends with Biggie Smalls, who was signed to Diddy's Bad Boy Records. 6 months after Tupac's death, Biggie was also shot while leaving a party in Los Angeles on March 9th, 1997. He too was 25 years old. Rumors swirled that Diddy had something to do with Biggie's death, as Biggie had been planning to leave Bad Boy Records shortly before his murder. Well, it is known that, to this day, it has been decades since Biggie lost his life. His song catalog is still owned by Bad Boy Records, which means Diddy continues to profit from Biggie. At the time, rumors circulated that Biggie would die, and there was speculation that Bad Boy Records might have wanted to ensure he remained tied to the label, according to Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal. On the day Biggie died, he was leaving a party, and the car he was driving had been deliberately marked with a sticker, so the hitman would know which car to target. Coincidentally, there were two nearly identical black cars that day, one driven by Biggie and the other by someone else. In the end, Biggie was in the car that was attacked, while Diddy was in the other. People speculate about why, on that day, Diddy, who was normally inseparable from Biggie, chose to ride in a separate car. Apart from potential involvement in Biggie's death, Diddy is also believed to be connected to the deaths of other major artists like Tupac and Biggie. Many have discussed the lyrics of J. Cole's song, She Knows, particularly a line that says, "The only bad thing about a star is that they burn up. Rest in peace to Aaliyah, rest in peace to Left Eye, Michael Jackson." People wonder why J. Cole specifically mentioned Aaliyah, Left Eye, and Michael Jackson in that lyric, especially since many other Hollywood stars died young. What ties these figures together is that they were all connected to Diddy in some way. Aaliyah, an American singer and actress, died in a plane crash on August 25, 2001. Some believe her death was not an accident, but was planned by Diddy. There's even a photo of Aaliyah, Diddy, Dame Dash, Jennifer Lopez, and Jay-Z at Diddy's white party on July 2, 2000. Dame Dash later responded on Instagram Live, saying the photo was just a moment when they all got together and that nothing suspicious happened. Left Eye was a member of the R&B group TLC, which was produced by Diddy in 1997. On April 25, 2002, she tragically died in a car accident. Michael Jackson, of course, had multiple connections to Diddy, and there are photos of them together. The connection between Michael Jackson's death and Diddy is particularly eerie, with some claiming it was too strange to be an accident. On the day Michael died, his security camera was off, and his CCTV wasn't working. Michael had reportedly said many times before his death that they were going to kill him. Michael Jackson's head of security at the time was a man named Fahim Muhammad, also known as Mr. Muhammad. After Michael's death, Fahim began working for Diddy's company, Combs Enterprises. Many believe Fahim may have already been compromised and played a role in Michael's death before switching to work for Diddy. In one interview, Diddy and his partner at the time, Kim Porter, were asked about Michael Jackson, and Kim immediately turned her face away and left the interview, adding to the suspicion. While working as head of security for Combs Enterprises, Fahim has also been accused of involvement in several criminal cases. Fahim was reportedly the only person with Michael when he died, though no official statement has ever been made about his involvement. Many suspect that Diddy saw Michael Jackson as a threat because he knew too much and had the power to reveal things about the industry. There have also been disturbing rumors involving Justin Bieber and Diddy. Jaguar Wright, an American singer, claimed that when Diddy met Justin, who was still very young and new to the music industry, Diddy aggressively tried to control him. Justin's management, led by Scooter Braun, allegedly refused to hand over control of Justin to Diddy, but Usher intervened. There's a video where Justin, then 17 years old, is talking to Diddy, and people have noted how uncomfortable Justin seems around him. Diddy, already in his late 30s at the time, Asks why Justin doesn't want to hang out with him anymore, implying they had hung out when Justin was younger. There are even claims that Justin attended one of Diddy's notorious parties and may have been under the influence of drugs. Many suspect that Justin has been trying to hint at the abuse he endured during those years, including through his music video for Yummy, which conspiracy theorists believe is a commentary on the exploitation of young artists in Hollywood. Jaguar Wright has also alleged that Diddy hosted an annual party known as the Freak-Off, an erotic event where celebrities participated in disturbing activities. Wright claimed Diddy sold videos of these events on the dark web for hundreds of millions of dollars, with footage allegedly featuring famous artists like Chris Brown, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Drake, and Justin Bieber. A video clip circulated on Instagram where someone urges Diddy to tell the truth about the freak-offs. More recently, a man named Chris Todd, a producer for a publishing company, claimed that Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner, who died in 2018, had written a 60-page diary detailing Diddy's involvement in various crimes, including the exploitation of underage boys. The diary was supposedly stored on a flash drive given to a friend before Kim's death. Although Kim's cause of death was officially pneumonia, many find it suspicious, especially given her lifestyle and young age. Some believe Diddy was involved in her death to prevent her from exposing damaging information. Chris Todd's story is told in a book titled Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side, written by Jamal Team Wood. The book, now a bestseller on Amazon, allegedly details Diddy's crimes, including hosting adult parties that involved underage boys. One of the victims is said to have become a top artist today. The book also claims that Kim discovered videos of Diddy abusing young boys and physically abusing her before her death. However, even the author, Jamal, is unsure if the story is authentic, leaving the internet divided on whether to believe it. Alright guys, is this news really shocking for you too? Power and money can indeed be quite terrifying, right? Stay safe out there. Thanks to everyone who has watched us discuss P. Diddy, and don't forget to subscribe.